guys, welcome to Make It Dairy Free. I'm Larisha.
I am Andrew. Today we're doing a vegan soup taste test. We have 5 vegan soups. We have 5 vegan soups, and they're all from Gardein.
Gardein.
Is that how you say it, really?
Gardein?
Yeah.
I think everybody that I know says it that way.
Okay.
So if you have followed us for a very long time, you know that Gardein is one of our favorite brands. There's like 2 products that they make out of their entire line that we have tried that we're like, it's not our favorite. But as far as these soups go, we have never tried any of them, and I have always seen like a 50-50 split. Like people either love them or they hate them, like revolting hate.
Revolting hate?
Yes, like very strongly, like it's the worst thing they've ever had, they say.
Okay. So
it is going to be hysterical because not only does Andrew not like soup, but you guys also know that he is very picky.
So let's just say it's not that I don't like soup. It's just not a preference of mine. You know, stuff floating in water or broth or whatever you want to call it. It's just a weird concept.
Floating in broth.
That's basically what it is. Like, that's what soup is. It's just stuff floating in water.
Oh my goodness.
Dirty water. Or
dirty water? Lord.
Marinated water, whatever you want to call it.
Marinated
I don't know. What do you want to call it? I don't know.
Okay, so there is beef and vegetable. Why do they always beef?
Beef.
Minestrone and saus'ge. What? Sausage. Chicken noodle, sausage gumbo, and then chicken and rice. So out of those 5, like what are you most excited for based on not really caring for marinated broth floating bowl of goodness?
That last part is definitely not me.
Bowl of goodness?
Yeah. But how about none of them?
Oh, come on.
What? You said what am I excited for?
Okay,
I have no excitement
Which
here.
one do you think you will like the most?
Honestly, I don't think that I don't not like them. So like chicken noodle may be like as long as it tastes like classic chicken noodle soup, I'm down.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited for the chicken and rice one because I ate that growing up, but it was like a special thing, like chicken and rice, chicken and stars, like those ones. Like they weren't the ones that was usually on sale, so we usually only had chicken noodle soup. So when we had like chicken and rice or chicken and stars, like it was a very special thing.
Why is it every time you say it, you do like this little head thing? Like chicken and rice, chicken and stars, it's that special?
So I'm excited about that one.
All right.
Oh my gosh, you're a mess.
Make sure we do that one first then.
But then if that one tastes bad, I'm gonna feel the whole video is gonna go down.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. If you guys end up liking this video, we have a bunch of other brands that we found locally that we can go pick up and try them. So let us know in the comments if you enjoy this video once you watch it through. So you ready to get started?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Come on.
Let's get it over and done.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, dude. All right, so we ended up doing the beef and vegetable one first.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do this one because there's only one beef. And then we are going to do the 2 chickens together and the 2 sausage together. This is what it looks like.
Dirty water.
It's literally like you can't see any of the
floating bits.
Yeah, there's like 5 pieces of
actually smells really good though.
Meat. Oh, sorry. It's this one. Sorry.
Beef guy.
Yeah. So inside of this, it is soy and wheat. There are also peas inside of it. I don't see anything else that people have asked us to call out. So yeah. Ready to try it?
Oh, so we got 1 spoon this time, huh?
No, yours is just right there. Or mine. You can have that one.
Why?
No reason.
Oh.
All right. So I see carrots, peas, green beans, but for the most part, it's literally like 12 vegetables and 5 pieces of vegan meat.
This is the whole can?
This is the whole can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I don't think you can fit much in that can.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, I'm going to try just
If you packed it with a bunch of vegan meat, you probably wouldn't have much anything else.
No, but I think if you made it smaller, so it wasn't like such big pieces.
I guess my thought is that this is the natural size of what you would typically get.
Yeah, I get that.
Like if you made it smaller, it would kind of seem weird.
Then it would be weird.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I'm gonna do just soup first.
Why? Why are you trying to be like Mike?
Is that what you just did?
I just did the broth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, then let me try.
I got no problem with the broth. I'm not looking at your face. It's weird how long you're chewing that though.
It's hot. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Say it after you took the bite. You also like how he said, and I knew exactly what he was saying. The broth isn't bad. I think that it needs a little bit of seasoning. Like I would put pepper inside of it, but I put pepper in pretty much every soup that is canned that I've ever tried. The meat itself is very chewy. But overall, it's not bad. Like I've heard people not liking this, and I don't necessarily see why. It did smell a little funky when I opened the can, but it doesn't smell funky like once it's cooked.
Well, I said that immediately.
Yeah,
that it smells pretty good.
That. I don't mind it.
I don't either. I would eat this.
Yeah, I don't know that the texture of the meat is a little weird for me. Did you get that? Like I did feel like I was just chewing like a lot.
I don't know. It was almost. We don't eat vegan meat often, right? Like, so.
I'm trying to see what it looks like on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like vital wheat gluten. That's what.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't get the same.
Yeah,
I can't agree with you there.
Yeah, it just felt like I was chewing for a very long time.
No, you were definitely chewing for a very long time. Like definitely, but I didn't need to do that just now. Like I just took a bite to see if I was gonna be chewing as long as you did.
Oh.
I definitely didn't.
Somebody's gonna comment that you need to chew your food more.
Probably.
That happened.
They may be right.
Me before.
Oh.
They said I didn't chew. All right. So yeah, overall, I don't mind this. But I guess we'll see if we feel the same about the chicken and the sausage one.
How does this compare to what you remember the traditional soup tasting like that had vegetable, beef, broth, the whole nine?
It's way more broth. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be like a stew, like a beef stew.
Okay.
I don't even know if I saw potatoes in there. There's one potato.
I'm sorry, maybe I misled you with the question. I'm talking about strictly based off of flavor.
Okay.
Like, not anything to do with like portion sizes, ratio, none of that.
Okay.
Strictly based off of flavor. Like, how does it compare?
I think it's pretty close.
Okay. So, and the reason I want you to do that is because, that may be someone's favorite soup.
Right.
Right? So, someone might want to know that. Like, and I think that's what we need to do for all of them is we're comparing them to their original, right? Like we normally do?
Yeah, I just don't know, like...
Would you buy it again?
And think that it's supposed to be a beef stew? Probably not. Because, again, like, beef stew is supposed to be very much heavy on the vegetables. Like, the vegetables and the potatoes and the beef. And then it's... For me growing up, it was just like a little bit of liquid. This is much more liquid and very little vegetables.
So there's no such thing as like beef vegetable soup? It's just like it has to be a stew. They're just interchangeable with name?
I mean, I never had a soup. Like I never had like beef soup. But also if you look at the photo, like this is what I remember like beef stew looking like. And you can see like there's not the vegetables and the meat are much more pronounced on the can than they are here.
Well, they're gonna show it to you so you kind of see an idea of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be picture perfect inside the bowl.
Well, yeah, I know. We take photos for a living. I know.
I mean, so why would you even say that then? That's just like a bad expectation. Like,
no, but
that looks like a stew. From what I know, soup looking like, from what I said before, is just a bunch of floating stuff, and this is what this is.
Yes.
Like in here is a bunch of floating stuff, and it's mostly liquid. So that's what I remember as a soup. As a stew, I remember stew being like very little liquid, mostly big giant pieces of either meat and or vegetables hanging around the bowl. So I consider those two things different. I'm not sure if the rest of the world does, but that I consider those different. So I was asking based off of soup because I thought that's what this is supposed to be. I didn't read the can or anything in that nature. So I was asking you based off of that.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, this is supposed to be convenient, right? Like, a can of soup, you heat it up on the stove or in the microwave, and then, like, you're good to go. But I think, for me, if I wanted this, again, this flavor, I think that we have, like, a beef-less stew, and we actually don't have any vegan meat in it on the website. But I think if I wanted this same concept, I would make that and then add in, Gardein makes like beef tips. I think I would just add that. And it's probably, you get a lot more like bang for your buck type of thing too.
Maybe. I mean, it sounds good in theory. But put it like this. For me to answer this, I'm in. I think this is a good one. I don't really like soup for the fact that it's just not... It's not that I don't like it, it's just not my forte. So for example, if there's things to choose from, if soup is one of them, usually it's gonna be the last on my list to choose. It doesn't mean I don't like it necessarily. It's just not first on my list of things that like, oh yeah, I want the soup, like as an option. I'd rather take like oatmeal or something like that as my warm meal than to take soup. So
yes.
But with all that said, this is actually good.
I
literally would buy this again as something to eat.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it has labeled here on the can the protein amount. I think that's important, and it's 15 grams of protein. I think that's important because a lot of folks, as vegans, we're looking for good sources of protein, which are everywhere. But knowing that this calls it out is pretty nice. Yeah.
I will say, because somebody asked us when we were doing something else, it does have 1,130 milligrams of sodium, which is 49% of your daily value. So that is high.
No, that's more than high. But anything canned,
absolutely.
Anything frozen, anything that's packaged in some type of like pressed way, all have that.
Well, yeah, they add the salt to preserve it more.
So it's. I don't know if that's higher than the norm, but I guess we'll look at the rest of the cans or other cans and see.
Yeah. All right, and now that we have talked for 15 minutes, we will go make 2 more.
I mean, we haven't done one of these videos in a while, so you know we got a lot to talk about here.
Yeah.
This bowl is nice. You know, what are we gonna be doing
water.
Later? Water's here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What else you guys doing?
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
All right, here's the next one.
All right, we are back with the 2 sausage ones. So there is sausage and gumbo and minestrone and sausage. Were you about to say something?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I heard you like, and I thought you were like about to say
something.
Oh,
nah, sorry. Didn't mean to throw you off.
All right, well let's try you have the gumbo one. So you want to try that while I say what is inside of it?
Okay.
I see soy and wheat is called out, and then there's also cornstarch inside of here. I don't see any other top allergens. Again, there's like 5 pieces of sausage in each bowl. That was smart, you cut it in half. So this is gumbo. Plant-based sausage, rice, and vegetables.
You really mad about the pieces that are in there, huh?
I don't know, it just seems the ratio of liquid to contents, I don't know, seems a little weird. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see when we get to like the chicken noodle one.
Honestly, I feel like these aren't no different from what I remember like a Campbell's soup being, or what's the other one? Is it Prego? Progressive? One of those.
What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I've never tasted sausage soup, so or gumbo soup. It tastes good. It has a very strong overall sausage flavor throughout the whole bowl. I like the bits, and it tastes like soup. Like there's nothing special here about that. I don't love sausage a lot, but I think this is decent.
Yeah. So have you ever had gumbo before?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So For me, I thought gumbo was supposed to be a little bit on the spicier side, and there is a little bit of a heat there, but it's not like, if you guys have watched, like I announce everything is spicy pretty much, and there is a little bit there, but it's like very, very, very minimal. Like even if you don't like spice, I think you would still like this soup.
Oh, so you're saying I'm sorry, I thought the way you were going is to say that you wanted this to be more spicy.
I thought it was going to be more spicy.
Got it. Okay.
And it's not.
Okay.
I think the flavor profile is mostly there. I would add a little bit more seasoning. But again, I'm going to say that for everyone because I said in the beginning, like I always add more.
I haven't tasted one of these where I felt like the seasoning needs to be added. But I know you like to add random stuff to your bowl just in general, especially on food that doesn't even need it. But
wow.
I'm just calling a spade a spade. You be tripping with your seasonings. You be seasoning stuff for no reason.
Love you, babe. It's hot.
Oh, you didn't get any sausage?
I did. I cut one in half.
Oh, okay.
So this one is supposed to be minestrone. Again, there is soy and wheat inside of it. This ingredient list is much longer because there's a bunch of vegetables in here. There's also cornstarch.
I cut my sausage, but I lost it.
Oh, Lord.
Cut another one.
Yeah, cornstarch. So both of these, again, the gumbo one has 1,100 milligrams of sodium. The minestrone one has 1030, so it is the lowest one so far. But I mean, we're 47%. It's still up there, right?
Yeah. Basically, you eat this, you drink nothing but water for the rest of the day.
Right. You're like, and now I'm just gonna eat a bunch of raw vegetables. I like this overall. I think that it's the closest profile of a soup that out of the three we've had so far. So it's the closest to minestrone that I remember versus like this being gumbo and that being like beef stew. Does that make sense?
Okay.
What did you think about it?
It's not necessarily my favorite, but again, I feel like it's decent. It tastes like soup.
Yeah.
Like I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I don't have any problems with it.
So out of the three that we've tried so far, would the beef one still be your favorite?
I would probably go back to that beef one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would only go back to it because I'm not a sausage fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, again, I eat sausage. It's not my preference on the list. You know, when
even before
breakfast became a thing.
It's not a vegan thing. Like even before being vegan, like you didn't go towards.
Like I'd take bacon over sausage. It was just like it's not my first pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I do want to say that I think these are named in a way that maybe you're associating them to be something that they're not. Like I don't think gumbo is supposed to be a soup.
Gumbo is a soup.
Okay, I thought gumbo was just like a collection of like the meat with rice and vegetables.
You're thinking
and
like
it's not like
paella type of.
I guess,
dish.
or more like a jambalaya. Maybe I'm thinking of. I don't know, but
no, it's definitely supposed to be like soup. Like
got it. Okay.
Like it's a thicker one, not as thick as like a beef stew, but like it is still thicker. But minestrone is definitely a soup.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, this isn't very thick at all. I could agree there then.
Yeah, I think the minestrone one is my favorite.
Okay. Fair enough.
So far. So we have the chicken ones to taste. Anything else to say about the sausage ones?
They taste good, but if you don't like sausage, I'd stay away from it because you don't like sausage.
I am finding it interesting that I feel like so many people hate on them, but I haven't minded them so far.
I mean, you've been picking them apart, though. It sounds like
I pick everything apart. That's just what we do.
Put sauce in it. I would.
Oh my! I've said pepper.
I'd put someone boots.
Someone's boots.
Yeah, I would like use
someone's boots. If y'all don't come get this man,
I would have some socks put in there, and I'd wring a towel off.
We ain't done a taste test.
I would wash each piece of my meat and put it back in there.
Wash the meat.
You've been going crazy over them. Like
I said, I would put some pepper in it.
Some pepper, some seasonings. This isn't hot enough. You've been tearing them up to be saying that you don't mind them.
We tear everybody up.
What you mean we?
We do, the breading isn't crispy enough. The meat should be thicker. Like, we tear everybody up about everything.
I don't know if we tear everybody up.
All right, let's go rewind the clips, y'all.
They don't rewind their videos. You can just play the video.
Well,
what you mean rewind the clips?
I'm gonna make a video just of you tearing people apart and post it. I don't know how to edit it, but I'll figure it out.
I mean, to be honest, I thought from when you were eating them, I thought that you were more on the side of not liking them. Like at one point I asked, would you buy something again? And you went into a rant about everything else other than whether you would buy it again. So I wasn't really sure. So at this point, are you saying like you would buy these again? Like what's the consensus?
What I was saying was that people have said like these are like utterly revolting soups. Like they smell bad, they taste bad, and I'm saying I'm kind of shocked because either our taste buds are broken or theirs are, because I don't mind them overall. Like I would, every single one, I would finish the soup. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted. I'm throwing it out.
Okay.
Like, won't even feed it to my chicken. Like,
okay.
We don't have chickens. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Does it make sense? Yes. But for the record, she still hasn't answered the question.
Would I buy them again?
Yes.
I don't remember off the top of my head what I paid. I did find these at Whole Foods, so I'm just gonna look at
I don't know what you paid either. I'm saying based off of the flavor. I don't forget the price, because once you tell me price, if any of these are above like the typical value of soup, I'm immediately gonna say no, I would never buy it again. But you should know that.
Yes. They're $3.49 per can.
I don't know what the typical, I don't go to the store.
Most vegan soups run like $2.50.
Most vegan soups?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get non-vegan soup on sale for like 99 cents.
Oh, okay.
But
okay,
you get what comes along with that.
Yeah.
Most vegan soups are $2.50, $3. So it's not, they also don't have vegan meat in it usually. So I get why they're $3.50. I do think that, you know, I like making homemade soup. So I feel like that's how I lean towards, is just making soup. But I do like to also have canned soup at home. Like if the girls aren't feeling good, or sometimes they're like, I want soup today, and I don't feel like making it that day. Like I think that these are good to have around, especially once we see if they like them.
Okay.
So I would buy it again.
Next.
Okay. All right, so back with the last two. These are both the chicken-based ones. They both have soy, wheat, and corn inside of it, so those are the allergens. Do you see, though, that these look much thicker? That, like, you can see all of this stuff. Like, we've had the same bowls the whole time, and you can actually see, like, the stuff, like, in the broth. The broth also seems much thicker.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I agree that it's much thicker. I honestly just think that, one, you have noodles, and noodles typically float on water, on liquid, right? So it's gonna end up at the top. But two, I was just gonna say the liquid is much like lighter in color than everything else we had. So it may seem like it's actually like floating at the top or much thicker or something in the nature of, because you can see almost through it to what you're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that reasoning. It does seem much thicker to me, personally.
Okay.
That's all.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, so you are trying, this is chicken and rice. So this is the one I said I was most excited about. I will say while he's trying that, the chicken and noodle one smelled the worst in opening out of the 5 that we tried. You said you didn't really.
I was gonna say, that's her opinion. Honestly, I feel like they smell exactly the same.
Yeah, I was kind of really turned off by it. You said maybe you're just getting used to the smell of vegan meat.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So what do you think about this one? I want to try just the broth.
I'm amazed by these chicken pieces. They got the texture down pretty decent for like a
soup.
A soup. In terms of the flavor, I actually like it.
Yeah.
I can see if that was if that's something that you remember or had in the past. I can see why you like it. Not exactly?
Not exactly, but it would still have like some nostalgia. Like it still is reminiscent of the same thing.
Okay.
But the flavor is a little different than what I remember.
Got it. So why don't you just make it then?
Maybe I will. All right, I'll try this one first.
I don't know by the time you see this, but I created a chicken noodle soup and I think it's pretty nice.
When does it go up after this?
I don't know.
I don't remember either.
But we're gonna see how this compares to the original. This is really hot. Mm-hmm. Why is everything you cook overly hot right now?
Sorry.
It's messed up. You trying to burn me? You trying to burn me?
I don't know that I agree. I feel like I don't know that I agree with you. I feel like I liked the sausage and the beef pieces better than I like the chicken pieces. There's just a slight weird taste to me with the chicken pieces. But overall, like, I like the soup. I like the noodles. I will say, again, I like homemade soup. I preferred the one that you made the other week.
I do too, but this is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the chicken pieces, personally.
And I am. I think the chicken pieces aren't bad. Again, I'm not like celebrating like this is better than the beef ones or the sausage one, as in you said, like which one's better.
Yeah.
I think they're all pretty decent.
Yeah. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the whole line. I'm sorry for people that don't. I'm sure somebody's going to comment that they can no longer trust us because we hear that a lot when we say we use Daya cutting board blend. So I'm sorry.
So untrustworthy, babe.
I'm sorry for those who no longer trust our opinion.
This, I mean, we like Gardein, but I completely expected this to have something that I was gonna need a napkin to spit in.
That's why I brought you a whole one instead of like tearing one in half.
Yeah, like I completely,
like
I was like, nah, one of these are gonna be gross, but I actually didn't mind any of them, which is odd.
Yeah, as far as the sodium in the chicken ones, the noodle one has 1070 and the rice one has 1090. So with that, I think the beef one has the most sodium and this one, the minestrone and sausage has the least. But they're all 5 of them are over 1,000 milligrams per can. So in my opinion, the soup line that they have here, I think is pretty decent. I would buy, some of them again, the ones that I like, that is. But when I say that is strictly like I'm out and like when I say out and about, I mean like on vacation. I'm somewhere that I'm more remote than I am home. You only have a microwave and
I don't have
bowl.
the tools to put together a meal that's homemade, because I would always rather that over anything. But I'd be more than happy to pick up a can or two while I was out and say, you know what, I'm gonna do that. Now I think I would also do it here if these are like cans. These cans are like what I was gonna say, like it looks like it are like normal cans of soup where they last
a long
forever.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would still pick up a few just to hold on to for those moments that someone's not feeling well. Don't feel like cooking.
It's a whole like doomsday.
Came home late and you need to put something together, like for those moments.
But also the whole like doomsday thing, like this can be eated. This can be eaten. Woo! Lord have mercy.
Eated.
It does last until 2023, so that's 2 years from now. So that's great. We did find all of these at Whole Foods. They are $3.50 per can.
What else you got? That's it?
We still like Gardein.
You weren't gonna like them if the soup went down? You were gonna just not like the whole brand?
No, I just cut that part out.
Nah, nope. It's staying in there. People won't be seeing how you just shut the whole community of Gardein off.
Oh my gosh.
If y'all would have failed that soup, I feel so bad for everybody out there.
You're gonna have to create your own account. They're gonna disown me.
Yeah, they are.
Anything else to say? We went over price, allergens, where to find them. We'll put a store locator and all of the nutrition value inside of a blog post that is linked in the description box.
Let us know your opinion about the soups, but if you tasted any, but also if you would
no
like
longer
us
trust us.
if you would like us to do another one. I don't know. I guess you just mean comment central. Is that what you're about? You don't care about all the nice folks that say nice things?
No, we do. I know Amy's has a whole bunch that we could try. Upton's Naturals has 3 or 4 different soups that we could try.
Yep.
There were some made by like the Pacific brand, Dr. Magoogle? I don't know how to say that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Those ones are like in cartons instead of cans, so I know a lot of people like that for recycling purposes.
What's wrong with recycling a can in comparison to a carton?
The cartons break down faster, so it's better for the environment.
But I thought you said recycling purposes. So
Yeah,
why
like
would you be worried about it breaking down?
Well, they're not. I guess not recycling. Like they're better for the environment.
So environmental purposes.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I understand now. But cans can be used as homes for mice or something like that.
What?
You never seen that?
No.
Yeah, little creatures. They use like cans and stuff like that as like homes. You can't really use a carton because it will break down. So if this ends up in the environment, although we don't want it to, I'm just saying sometimes they use them as homes.
Where did you see this at?
Well, if you watch Tiny Creatures like we did.
We did watch that.
Okay, so sometimes that's a thing. But in general,
I
live in a city my whole life. You lived in West Virginia, so I would think that maybe that happened or something was going on around there that you could be like, oh, I identify with that too. No?
No, they just lived in the woods.
Oh, okay. We didn't have very many woods. We just had concrete and
Cans.
some cans rolling around.
Apparently.
So, what do you do? Sewers.
What?
Sewers. They also live in the sewers.
Oh, I thought you said sus. I was like, what?
What?
I don't know. I didn't know what you said.
Were you just singing just now?
I thought you were singing.
Oh my god.
Andrew and I were talking about doing a podcast potentially. It was just something we were throwing out there, but this banter back and forth reminded me of that. So let us know what you think about that idea. Even though every time I ask you guys what you think of an idea, like, should we do a cookbook? You say yes, and then Andrew's like, meh, maybe one day.
So I think we should do a cookbook, and so I'll get this out here on the
interwebs.
Yeah, if that's what you call it.
Okay.
I think we should do a cookbook. I just don't want to do a cookbook and it be rushed or it not be as authentic. I feel like where we are in terms of creating things, it may take us about a year or longer to create a cookbook that I think people would be like in love with. Like people are going out to buy it. They'll get it not just for the recipes, but for the content and the lessons that they'll be taught within the cookbook. So it, to me, you say like, oh, we can do a cookbook. I'm like, we're working on so many things right now. A cookbook to me sounds like that, what I just explained, it sounds like that large or that magnitude of a project. Yeah. I'm just like squeezing that in right now. That's just tough right now. But
what's your, because somebody's going to say, but why not like an ebook for right now until we can get like a physical hard copy of something that's like beautiful? Why not do like an ebook type of thing? Like, would you be down for like 20 recipes in an ebook type of thing?
But why? I guess why do an ebook?
Because people want like printed copies of recipes.
So why not just go to the internet and print the...
They want you to make it easier for them, and they want to support you by like buying a product from you.
Okay, I've never, so just an FYI, and just so they know too, I've never said that we won't do an ebook. I've said that if you want an ebook, well, there you go. Go ahead and create an ebook for the folks to go ahead and print off copies. Because obviously, I'm doing one part of the business. If you wanted to create an ebook, create an ebook. But if we're going to create, personally, I think ebooks are a bit short. If you're saying like a 20 recipe ebook, I just think they're a bit short of what you know how I am. I want to create something big and give people a whole lot of what I think that they want and what I've heard over the, our time shared with folks. So that's what I think.
I get that. Well, let us know what you think. Do you want to wait for a cookbook project? Would you like some ebooks in between?
If they like some ebooks,
let us know your thoughts.
Get on her. Just start calling her out. Yo, where the ebooks at? Because...
Is that all me?
Yeah, that's all you.
Okay, fair enough. All right, back to the soup. Do we have anything else about the soup?
Somebody won't be real mad that we went off on a whole rant. So you might want to put like
timestamps
rant for like the last 5, 6, 10 minutes. All right, what else?
Ebook cookbook rant.
What else are we talking about here?
Nothing.
I don't have anything else on the soups. I
Okay.
I already said my soup piece.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good.
We're a fan. Okay. We hope that you guys have a fantastic week. We have, I think, one more taste test after this for the year. And then we'll have to come back next year with more taste tests. But one more after this. And then we've finished up for the year for taste tests.
And if there's content that you're looking for or think you would be searching for coming up within the next few months or early next year, let us know and we'll add that to the arsenal arsenal sounds so dangerous. We'll add that to the pantry.
Oh my goodness.
To
it's time to go.
To create, to help feed the appetite, I guess you could say.
Maybe we shouldn't go so long in between taste tests because this is like right back to our beginning ones where we're like, da-da-da-da-da. It's gonna be like 45 minutes and we only tried 5 soups.
I'm pretty sure this is like an hour and 10-minute taste test right now.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we love you. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your week whenever you are watching this, and we will see you guys in the next video. What is this? Aloha, Hawaii. Rock on. Oh my God, I'm leaving. Bye, you guys.
Leaving good.
Peace.
Peace.